Welcome back. I'm Allison Kinnear. We are in our final part of the 7 good reasons to feel like a fraud based on the amazing book by Dr. Valerie Young. And we are going to talk about the seventh and final good reason to feel like a fraud. Not saying it's good that it's there, but rather just saying, hey, these are situations that exist. And these are reasons why that will feed into feeling like a fraud, feeling like an imposter, wondering do I deserve to be here? Am I worthy of being here? So let's get into it. The seventh good reason: you represent your entire social group. If you are the only person of color in a room, if you are the only woman in a room, or you are one of the few, if you are the only gay person in the room, if you are whatever, you are representing your entire social group in and everyone else does not, you are going to feel the added pressure because you're not just representing you at that point, or the pressure tells you you're not representing just you, you're representing all of women. You're representing all people of color. You are representing all people with disabilities, right? Like, you are representing your entire social group. And that adds a lot of pressure. It also can even get into, I know I've talked to people who are like, did I get here because of affirmative action or because my skin was brown? Or, you know, like, it can start to plant the seeds of like, why am I here? Am I the token person? So they can say, like, look at us, we're so good at hiring and doing diversity and inclusion. So you can feel the pressure of needing to pave the way forward for other people who maybe haven't had those opportunities. And you can feel more pressured to like not fail because of that, instead of what people who maybe are in the majority are going, well, it's okay, we can make mistakes, right? Like, we all get to make mistakes and learn from them. That's what people who do not have imposter syndrome sound like. They're going, what, you can make mistakes, like, yeah, you just learn from them and grow, and what's the big deal? If you have imposter syndrome, you know that making a mistake is like the worst thing possible. And if you are representing your entire social group, if you are one of very few in positions, then that feeling, that pressure can be added on to whatever other beliefs. We've been walking through the 7 good reasons to feel like an imposter, and if any of those other things exist, you work alone, you work creatively, you had messages from your childhood, whatever, if any of those things exist and you represent your entire social group, it can really get compounded. So what do we do? First, just know it's not you. This is why representation matters. This is why, it's not you. This is a part of the system. It's part of the infrastructure. And I love the data that comes out of this. In MIT, um, when there are 15, they've learned that when a department has at least 15% of the people in the department are women, then overall as a group, women do better. They start their math scores, and all of their scores start to increase and improve. This is why women tend to do well in a women's college. They feel confident and capable. This is why Black people tend to do well in historically Black colleges. It's because it removes this piece of being the only person in the room. Okay. So it's not that you're not smart enough or you're not good enough or any of that kind of stuff. It's just there's an extra spotlight that happens when you are representing your entire social group. Another thing to do is to find your people. And I love that this comes from Valerie Young. She says, create a powerful buffer. This is why networking groups become important. This is why meeting with people who, again, and this, you've heard me say this time and again, it's like Find your people, find your trusted people, find the people who you connect with, find people that do represent your social group or do support you, even if they don't represent your social group, that they support you and your goals and who you are, and you can connect because that also provides a buffer. All right. And then finally, I'm just going to quote Dr. Young directly because it just summarizes it so perfectly. Don't confuse the discomfort caused by feeling outnumbered with the idea that you're not smart enough or in some ways not worthy of being here. Don't confuse that discomfort of being outnumbered with a belief that you actually don't belong here. That's what these 7 good reasons in summary is all about. Let's not confuse the discomfort that it takes when you're working alone, when you're creating something that hasn't been there before, when you are representing your entire social group, when you are working in structures that weren't built for you. Don't confuse that discomfort with, I'm not smart enough. I maybe didn't deserve it. Um, I'm not worthy of being here. We have to be able to tease that apart and go, okay, some of this isn't mine to hold. Some of this isn't about me. Some of this is about the situation that I'm in. Some of this is about the societal constructs that I'm living in. It's actually not about me. And that gives you a little distance and a little more breathing room. There we have it, folks. 7 good reasons to feel like an imposter. If you want to learn more, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, I will be talking a lot more about confidence, about courage, about overcoming imposter syndrome. This is the talk that I give to all the big tech organizations out there and many other companies. If you cannot make it live, I will record it. I will put a link down in the description or in the comments below, and I hope to see you there. This talk moves people. I have talked to people who a year or two later are like, I still remember what you said. I remember what you said in that talk, and I carry that with me, and it helps. So that's what this talk is all about. So I hope to see you there, and I will see you next week. Take care.